Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. As you can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be going over all of the books that I picked up and received in April. This is a little weird because I feel like I've gone pretty much the majority of April without having filmed any new videos. I think I filmed videos for the first 2 weeks. And then I attempted a couple reading vlogs, but I just was not happy with them because I wasn't really reading. So I decided not to even post those. Here we are at the start of a new month and I'm going to be doing all of my videos, or not all of my videos. I'm only going to be filming a couple tonight because for whatever reason, whenever it comes to these videos, it's always super late when I start. And of course I have to get up in the morning and go do stuff. So, go to work. I don't know why I said go do stuff, but yeah. Long story short, it's late, so I'm not going to be trying to take too much time, but I do have quite a few books to show off. But as usual in my book hauls, I'm not really going to be going into details because I haven't read the books yet. So most of them I don't really know a whole lot of details about anyway. So I'm just going to be showing you guys what I picked up / received. So I think all but one of the books I purchased in some way. Whether that be a book box or pre-order that I forgot about because I had a couple of those this month. So I think I'm just going to start off with the books that I received in different book boxes. And I think in April I received 2 different ones. So of course I got my Manga Spice Cafe box. I received 3 mangas in that one as usual. So the first one that we received was My Hero Academia Team Up Missions Volume 1 by Yoko Akiyama. And it looks like this is based on the original My Hero Academia story. I only read volume 1 of My Hero Academia, so I'm really not sure on whether or not it's a good idea to read this one. The other one was Dr. Stone Reboot by Akuya. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but once again, another spinoff of another series. This one I'm actually interested in. So this is clearly a spinoff, or I guess technically a prequel for Dr. Stone, which is another manga series. And I have been interested in that one, but I haven't picked it up yet. I checked out 2 volumes from the original series from the library. I do currently have them still checked out, but I haven't gotten around to it because my reading for April has been a little shaky pretty much the entire month. So I'm really wanted to read at least 2 volumes of that to get an understanding of what the story is about before going into this one. And then the manga that they revealed that was going to be in the box was Shaman King volumes 1 through 3. So this is the omnibus edition by Hiroyuki Takei. Not quite sure how to say that, but yeah, I think this is the first time since I've been subscribed. I've only been subscribed, this was my 4th month, but that an omnibus edition has been included in this. I honestly know nothing about the series at all. And then moving on to the other subscription box book that I received, and that was Owlcrate. And honestly, I forgot to cancel Owlcrate. I had skipped the month before this. I skipped March, and I was planning on skipping the boxes until I felt like I really wanted them. And my intention was to skip this one even though I was interested in the book. I had already pre-ordered the book and I was just like, I'm not gonna worry about having all the extra goodies. I'm just gonna get the box. However, I forgot to skip, so I ended up getting the full box, and that is Witches Steeped in Gold by CNN Smart. And this is the Owlcrate exclusive cover. I do have the original cover, so I'll show that off in a little bit. But here is a close-up of this one and a little bit of the back. Sorry about the glare. But as always with Owlcrate editions, we do have a letter from the author. It is signed. I'm not sure if it has like special the decal on the hardcover is special. And then with this edition, we do also get some artwork on the inside of the dust jacket. So all of that is included with the OutKrate edition. Plus, of course, there were the goodies that came in the box as well. I did actually film an unboxing for this box, but it was in one of those reading vlogs that I decided not to post. So you guys aren't going to be able to see that. But if you are interested, I'm sure that there are videos out there showing off the box, because there typically are a lot of OutKrate unboxings anyway. Like I said, I did pre-order a copy of this, which I forgot to cancel after I realized that I had ended up paying for the OutKrate box. So I also have the regular edition as well. So I'll show off both of them so you can see the difference between the two covers if you're interested. But yeah. And I guess since I did just talk about a pre-order, I will talk about the only other pre-order that I have for April, which is another one that I forgot about because I think I pre-ordered this either at the beginning of the year or the end of last year. But this was An Incurable Case of Love Volume 7 by Maki and Joji. And this is actually the final volume in this series. And before I get into all of the rest of my purchases, I did have one book that I received from a publisher. This is actually an advanced reader's copy, and this is for The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. And I believe this is a horror novel, I'm pretty sure. I got this one from Penguin Teen. They reached out and said that they had a few extra copies of physical arcs and asked if I would like one. And I said yes, because I was interested in checking this one out anyway. And it is super short, so this one should be pretty easy to get through. And maybe we'll see if I can fit it on my TBR for this month. If not, I will make sure to get through it in June so that I can have some type of review up before the book actually comes out. And if you guys are curious, I don't think I said, but this one comes out in July. So I do have some more books that I picked up in April. I do have them kind of sectioned off. I have two more and then a stack of things that were from a particular order, which I'll explain once I get to it. But so I've been in this weird mood where I've been really wanting to reread Pride and Prejudice. And I went to go try to watch the movie, the 2005 edition of the movie, to kind of help with that craving, because usually when that happens, I just go watch the movie and I'm fine. But for whatever reason, it's not on any platform, like any streaming service that I would normally be able to find it on. And the one that I had found it on, when I went back to try to go watch it, it was gone. So I decided to order me a copy of Pride and Prejudice. I did actually start listening to the audiobook, but I really wanted to have a physical book to follow along with. I know I could have got an ebook for free, but I wanted a physical book to follow along in. So I decided to pick up one of those special edition versions of Pride and Prejudice, which I know is probably kind of silly, but honestly, I just wanted a pretty edition to have on my shelves, because the one that I do have that's currently in storage is the copy that I read in high school, and we were required to get like a very specific version, and it's really ugly. So I decided to pick up a special edition. When I was looking up that edition, it was another book that I was interested in checking out because I've heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of retellings based off of the original story, and I hadn't read it. So I decided to pick up basically two classics. So like I said, I picked up a copy of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is the Vintage Classics edition. And then the other book that I picked up is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And this is actually another one of those Vintage Classics edition. And it looks like that they also have like, I think the 3 major stories from the Bronte sisters and these matching sets. And yeah, this is the one that I said I've heard a lot about. A lot of people really love this story, and there are quite a few retellings based on this story. So I figured it was about time for me to pick up the original story to get a feel for it, you know, read it, see what it's about. And yeah, so I picked up both of these depending on how I feel on rereading Pride and Prejudice and reading Jane Eyre. I may or may not pick up the other editions or other copies of the books in these editions. We'll see. But I picked up 2 classics, which is very rare for me. I never thought I would be buying classics again outside of school. And now that I'm done talking about those, I do have another box of books, I guess, to show out to you guys, and that's right here. So I decided to look at Right Stuf. I went on there randomly and they were having a sale, so I decided to get a few things. And as I was looking, I found a couple more things that I was interested in. And at this point when I ordered this, I felt like I hadn't really been buying too many books, so I decided to treat myself, and I picked up quite a few. Not too many, but still enough. I'm going to just try to show them off together just to keep them grouped up so this doesn't take too long. And I think this was the main, this first series, I think is the main reason why I decided to just pick them up right away, even though I kind of wish I would have waited because there was just a sale going on for Viz. And I think they were like $1 cheaper each than what I paid for them, but that's okay because I still got them on sale. But that is the rest of the books in the Food Wars series. I think this is actually backward for you guys right now, but these are the rest of the ones that I do not currently own or did not own, you know, when I purchased them. So we have volume 34, volume 35, and then finally volume 36, which of course is the last volume in the series. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up was the first 3 volumes of The Golden Sheep by Kaori Ozaki. And I'm not sure if there was more of these out, but it was actually a sale going on for, I think this is Vertical. Yeah, there was actually a sale going on for Vertical Comics, which is why I had initially decided to pick up stuff in this sale. But yeah, so the next set, like I said, is from the series The Golden Sheep. So I have volume 1, volume 2, and then I have volume 3. And then the final series that I decided to pick up was the rest of the After the Rain series by Jun Mayuzuki. So I had picked up volumes 1 and 2 from Amazon, and I had read, I think, volume 1 or finished off volume 1 by the time that I saw the sale. So I decided to just pick up the rest of the volumes in the series so that I can have them on hand for when I was ready to read them. So there's volume 3, volume 4, and then finally volume 5. And then the final 2 mangas that I picked up in this Right Stuf haul were both single volumes. They did actually have more of each of these, but I wanted to just try them out because I had one of these I've seen someone talk about, and then the other one I just kind of stumbled upon when I was looking through the sale. So I didn't know if I wanted to have more of them. I wanted to get a try for how the series was going before I decided to, you know, go out loud and pick up more. The second to last manga that I have to show off is My Boy Volume 1 by Hitomi Takano. And hopefully you guys can see that since the cover is so white and my camera is freaking out. And then the final volume of manga that I picked up and the final book that I have to show off in this video is The Delinquent Housewife Volume 1 by Nimu Yoko. And the title seems pretty self-explanatory. Those were all the books that I picked up or received in April. Let me know what some of the books were that you picked up during the month. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again in the next one. Bye.